Okay, gentlemen, this is Art Williams, your friend of mine, working a night shift here in Medellin. I thought it might be fun for you to get sort of a map orientation. Some of you guys might be from the generation where you knew how to read a map, and it gives you a better orientation. So I wanted to do that using Google Maps here. First of all, let me show you where Colombia is and Barranquilla is in relation to the land of the big PX. Some of you will know what that is. See, Barranquilla is right here. And if you go straight north, you go up between Cuba and Haiti right there. And actually, you go up a ways before you even hit the U.S. mainland. You see that? Let's get here a little closer. See, there's Barranquilla. And if you go straight north from that, you hit the south tip of Cuba and you go up past the Bahamas, but you don't even hit the U.S. So that's kind of interesting. Something else that you probably not aware of. Uh, there is no land traffic between Colombia and Panama, which is the Central American country right there north of Colombia. This area right here is called the Darien, Darien. You look it up on Wikipedia. It's kind of interesting. Apparently, it's kind of marshy and you know mosquito-y and stuff, and raunchy and nasty, and so nobody's ever been able to or had the motivation to build roads up there. Okay. And I live right now here in Medellin. When I first came back to Barranquilla about 4.5 years ago, I lived in Barranquilla for about 2.5 years, and then wanted to come explore Medellin. I'm thinking about actually moving back to Barranquilla if I can get my passport renewed. Anyway, let's talk about Barranquilla, okay? Uh, okay, dokie. Let's see here. Now you'll notice first of all that there's one town. I don't count Malambo because that's kind of a rough area. I've always been advised not to go there. Soledad is a kind of a lower middle class working town, but it butts up against Barranquilla, as you can see, and kind of hard to tell where one stops and the other starts unless you live. Of course, if you live around there, you probably could tell. Uh, but anyway, that's Barranquilla. Oh, one more thing. See this river here? This is the Magdalena River, and it's a big one. I've never read much about it, and I don't hear people talk about it. And I assume there's some commerce on it, but you can see it goes down into this real Minnesota lakes looking area. It's a real interesting idea, and it gets even wetter down here, see? And then I suppose, where does it go? Looks like it goes actually into, I suppose this would be Brazil. Brazil! Wahoo! Anyway, let's get back to Barranquilla, the pearl of the coast. Okay. Now, you will hear people talk about streets called calles and carreras, or carreras, they say it. The one of them goes one way. The calles go sort of north and south, although Barranquilla is north and slightly east, and then south and slightly west. Okay, and the carreras are like right here. You see Carrera 38. They generally go crossways. You can tell that they don't know very much about or care very much about zoning here. I mean, this is not like Houston, Texas, or Amarillo, Texas, where I'm originally from. Big difference. Okay. Now, what else? Oh, the other thing I was going to mention too, on the right side of the city, that's the older part of the town. And it's older, you can tell for one thing because the houses over there are older. But that does make sense because it makes sense that the most of the habitation and the commerce would be over here closer to the river back in the old days, because the town's been around a long time. And as you go a little bit, if you go sort of south, west and north and northwest. Actually, the north area is sort of an older part of town too. But where the new growth is, and there is a lot of new growth, it's all in this northwest, west, and southwest. If you have a chance and you keep your eyes open when you're driving around in taxis, they're building a lot of big, tall buildings over here, and it's definitely a growth area. Uh, Barranquilla has, even among Colombians, it has a reputation of being hot, but it also has a reputation of being a place to have a good time in carnival season, and it's that's what it is. Okay. Now let's go a little closer here, and I'm going to give you an idea. Your hotel is going to be over here someplace. I'm not sure exactly where, but someplace over there. It's going to be in a nice area. Uh, and I'm looking for Calle 84. I'm going to show you just for grins where I used to live. 42H, 42H. There's 82. I lived on 84, Calle 84, and 42H. So the street numbers get smaller as you go north and west. Just remember that. The streets get smaller, or you could say they start at the north and then get larger as you come south. The carreras and the calles start on the west somewhere and get larger as you go east, okay? But this is, let's see, what do we got here? 51, no, I'm right here. 43, 42H. Okay, this is where I used to live. 44, 40. What the heck? Going crazy here. 43, 42H. Okay, that's the Carrera. Okay, yeah, this is the street that I used to live on. Actually, I live right there. See that Tigo? That's one of the big two main uh, cell phone sellers and suppliers here that they're in the uh, internet service. I lived right here. Okay, and right here, I'm going to zoom in. This is an area that something you've got to go to. They have a nice Colombian menu. I mean, this is a middle class working restaurant. You see all office people come in here, and the guys and the girls, and you see guys come in there that obviously they're truck drivers or they're ranchers or something, and then you see tradesmen come in there, but they're soups. They have about 5 soups, different kinds of soups. They have some others that I don't like, but they have 5 that are really, really good. So be sure to ask your lady to take you there because it's super, super cheap. The service is excellent. And outside, they got guys that sell avocados for 2,000 pesos, which is about 70 cents. Okay. And then this street right here, there's businesses along both sides of it. Of course, I have no idea what it looks like now. It's maybe improved since I've been there. It's been a while. I have a friend that has a leather luggage repair here and leather repair and stuff. Really talented guy. Also sells used cars on the side. And if you go down this way, this is a Subway shop, a sandwich shop. Very nice. This is a very nice hotel. This is if you can find the video because I uploaded it and I can't find the damn thing now. But this is a big hotel and they have parties and events and stuff there too. And I guess they have a pool. I've never seen it. They have New Year's celebrations there. I remember going to that. And what else I was going to show you is there is see, it's a long street. There's an ice cream. Oh, I can't remember Popsies. That's what it is. The Colombian ice cream chain is called Popsies. Popsys. And it's very good. They have prices are reasonable, and they got a full ice cream menu. But there is a Dunkin' Donut down here, which I'm looking for. It ought to show. It's right here, I think. Yeah, it's right here. Yeah, it's right next to this church. There it is, Dunkin' Donuts. Okay, yeah. And what's nice about it, it's a nice facility, but it's also they have 2 floors. You can sit at the lower or the bottom, but they also have a free Wi-Fi. Okay. Now the only other thing I suppose I should mention to you is when you come out to Dunkin' Donuts and go down here, this is a fairly big street. And if I remember correctly, I used to catch the bus from here that went out to the beach. Uh, but I know there's another bus that goes to the beach from the vicinity of the Windsor Hotel that I just showed you a while ago. At any rate, there is a Middle Eastern restaurant. Oh, it's called Shawarma. That's what it's called. And the guy that owns it's a friend of mine. His name is Ivan or Ivan. He goes by Yvonne. His wife is a really, really specialized dentist, very pretty too. She did two root canals on me, and I didn't hurt a bit. I don't remember the price, but I remember checking at the time with stateside prices, and it was like about half of what I would have paid back in the U.S. So if you need dental work done when you're down here, let me know, and I'll put you in touch with. Actually, I know her, and then the lady who did a couple of crowns, maybe even three for me, and pulled a tooth, I believe. Also, she did. Uh, Her name's Maria Monroy, Monroy, and she's really, really sweet. Speaks excellent English, and she has a nice office, and you can have some work there done too if you like. Okay, so that's all of any significance I've got to say. Remember, I just wanted to give you an idea. Oh, did I show you where the airport was? I don't think I did I? It's down here, right here. Ernesto Corsi Toes. And when you come in, Sam will meet you in the Chiva bus. And if you've already contacted any girls, they'll probably be with him, and they'll be looking forward to giving you a big smile, and they'll have their prettiest red dress on with their boobs showing, and everything. But I'm kidding a little bit, but not much. But they'll be glad to see you, that's for sure. And this is the airport, okay? If you, for whatever reason, turns out that you um, miss the bus, so to speak, airport the taxi fare is. I don't know if you can still get it for 25,000 or not, but I don't think it would cost more than 30,000. Okay. Anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Your friend of mine, Art Williams, of Wondering South Cerro. See you soon, I hope. Ciao.